Mitt Romney is about to get a heck of a Labor Day present. He'll leave the Republican convention in Tampa with $165 million to spend on his campaign. Sara Murray joins us from the Romney campaign in Manchester, New Hampshire this morning. Sara, good morning.
Morning. Thanks for having me.
And thanks for coming on. What's this $165 million that Romney is set to get?
Sure. Well, that's a combination of money from the RNC and money that the Romney campaign has pretty much been stocking away since April. They could start raising money for the general election in April, but they can't spend it until he officially becomes the nominee, which obviously will happen after Tampa. And so they're kind of readying to spend that, especially on ads.
And is it especially, you said ads is what they're going to spend it on. Also, they're going to be building what they call their ground game, correct?
Absolutely. I mean, the Romney campaign basically says, look, we're not going to match Obama on the ground. They've had 5 years to build up this impressive ground game operation with hundreds of offices. The Romney campaign says they're not going to try to match that, but instead they're going to try to get a lot of volunteers and do some expansions in key states like Ohio, where they're going to be adding a dozen offices over the next month or so.
What is really the importance of having it? It's really get out the vote. It's identifying who are your supporters to get them to the polls. What is the importance of that ground game?
Yeah, it depends on which campaign you ask. If you talk to the Romney campaign, they're going to tell you it's really important to be on the airwaves and to be pushing back against the negative fire they're getting from the Obama campaign and kind of returning fire. If you talk to the Obama campaign, they're going to tell you that the ground game wins all, and that's going to be the most important part of this election. But yeah, like you said, it's going to be a lot of identifying, okay, who are voters we can persuade, who might be independent or on the fence. And in terms of our core supporters, how can we make sure that they actually turn out on the polls? Because as our WSJ poll shows, it's only about 8% of voters who say that they're not sure who they're going to vote for. So it's going to be just as important to turn out your base this year.
Mm-hmm. Now tell us about fundraising overall for the Romney campaign versus the Obama campaign.
Sure, if you're just looking campaign to campaign, Obama has outraised the Romney campaign. But the difference here now is we've shifted to a phase where Obama's raising money with the DNC and Romney's raising money with the RNC. And in the past 3 months that's been happening, where we're kind of comparing apples to apples, Republicans have been outraising Democrats, and that's definitely a cause of concern over at the Obama campaign. And it's something that, the Romney campaign hopes to keep going. We've seen them doing an incredible amount of fundraisers, and they're just going to keep fundraising right up until the convention.
Of course, and there's a lot of super PAC money here involved as well.
Absolutely. I mean, outside groups, particularly super PACs, have given Republicans a huge edge. The Democratic super PACs have not been quite as powerful, but of course Democrats have unions working for them, and it's a little bit more difficult to track how that union spending comes into play.